It's finally time to update my fall dormant seeding experiment. I thought I would be doing this in the spring, but the way things kept evolving, it became difficult for me to declare a final result. Now that it's the middle of August, many of you are planning fall seedings, so this may be a good time for me to show you what's happened so far. This was me in late November applying my grass seed. My lawn had already experienced a significant snowfall a few days before. In my original fall dormant seeding video, I explained all the things you could do to improve germination and dormant seeding results. I tried going over the bare spots with a garden weasel, but the soil was too muddy, and I ended up not doing any of the things that could improve my dormant seeding results. This was meant to be an easy renovation, and it became an easy dormant seeding as well. I applied the seed, and that was it. Here's how I set up the experiment. I'm spreading Mazama Kentucky Bluegrass seed where I planted Mazama, and Bluebank Kentucky Bluegrass seed where I planted Bluebank earlier this fall. I'm also leaving an unseeded control area on the left side of the renovation so that we can see just how much help the dormant seeding provides compared to just letting the original seed do the work of filling in on its own. Kentucky Bluegrass has an incredible ability to spread and fill in on its own, but I still want to see if dormant seeding really works. Here's what the test area looked like right after the snow melted, after a long cold winter. You can see some of the seeds still on the surface of the soil. In the first week of May, the soil temperatures have finally warmed up enough for germination. The existing grass already looks much better than it did right after snowmelt. I've applied a little supplemental irrigation to keep the seed moist, just like I would for a normal fall seeding. I've heard many comments about freeze-thaw cycles, helping to cover up the grass seed in the fall and spring. But look how much earthworm activity has been going on, and how all these worm castings have helped cover the seed. Then look at all the little grass sprouts in there. Wow, that's pretty neat. It's really growing. The existing grass looks gigantic compared to the new seedlings. You can see it over here too, poking up through some of the dead grass left over from the old grass that I killed for the renovation. Oh, and here's some ugly quackgrass that survived the kill. I'll have to hit that with Grass Killer again. A month and a half later, in June, it looked like this. It's mostly filled in, and even the control area is looking much better. A few of the dead spots may be from me, treating some of the quackgrass that survived the renovation. Here's a closer look at the control area. It still has quite a bit of filling in to do, and notice that most of the dead spots have bare soil in them. Now if we go over here, we can see how much better the dormant seeded areas look. This is the worst part. There are still some small bare soil spots that need to fill in. Then there are these smaller, more clearly defined dead spots with dead grass in them. I think I may have also caused these by treating quackgrass. You can still see some quack right here. There was no quackgrass over here, but this area didn't do as well as the rest of the lawn in either seeding. I'm not sure why, but the soil may be a little sandier or compacted here, and maybe there wasn't as much earthworm activity, but it is filling in, and it should be filled in by the end of the summer. Look at this shady area, where I first showed you the mostly bare ground with all the worm castings. That really looks good. I think I can thank all the earthworms for doing such a good job of covering the seed for me here. And now, here it is in the middle of August. There's still a bare shadow behind the tree that didn't get water, but the lawn is looking really nice except for some bare spots over here in the control area. If I can do this by doing nothing but spreading grass seed, imagine what you could do by ensuring proper seed-to-soil contact. It is interesting, however, to note how well the Kentucky Bluegrass did in the control area, all by itself. Does dormant seeding work? It sure does. But if you planted Kentucky Bluegrass, you may not need to dormant seed at all. Don't forget to like this video, and and then hit the subscribe button and ring the bell next to it so that you don't miss any new videos. And remember, you can do it.